frustrated because you didn't get your workout in today? Well, don't go punching any walls just yet. You know why? Because we might need them. This is the Household Fit Items workouts with a no excuse kind of plan, because you have what you need right in your household, and I'm going to show you how to use it. No need to turn the heat up in this house. We're going to make the wall sweat with this one. This is the wall runner. So these are singles right now, and then I turn them into triples. You're going to lock your arms in nice and straight, engaging the core the entire time, and get those knees up to the wall, tightening your abs and kneeing into your abs. Woo. This one is the wall sit slide. So you're going to slide those arms up, tucking your chin in, keeping your back against the wall nice and straight, and your legs at a 90-degree angle, or even deeper if you can. Remember to squeeze your lats on the way down. Pull them down. Great posterior chain and quad exercise. Keep that core tight as always, and slide up and down, grabbing those lats, stretching those lats, tucking that chin. Good postural exercise as well. So I go a bit more advanced here on this wall climber, but a great core shoulder exercise here. You're going to tap the floor, starting on the wall. Make sure those feetsies are nice and clean. I do show a modification, bringing it down to the floor and just tapping up the wall. Just holding in those abs nice and tight, keeping those arms nice and straight again. And just make sure you breathe through this one. Once again, going up the wall, tapping down. Try it out. You got this. Didn't I say we were going to bring the fire inside? Well, here's the fire hydrant, and I love this version of the fire hydrant because I feel like people don't engage their core enough when they do this, and they start wobbling their hips, and you want to just lock your hips in place. So I'm pressed against the wall with one side of my body. That keeps my hips and my shoulder nice and stable as I focus on those glutes, and I love working those glutes. So here's the fire hydrant version that I absolutely love. Here's the other side. Again, pressing into the wall, keeping your arm locked, keeping your hip up against the wall, making sure that you don't rock your body. And it's really hard to rock your body in this position because the wall holds you up. I mean, I'd like to think I'm holding up the wall, but engage those abs and squeeze those glutes. Phew, that's hot. All right, here we have another one of my favorites, and again, the wall is a great version for keeping those hips nice and straight. So you're going to walk your feet up against the wall, making sure you're kind of close to the wall with your hips, and you're doing the bridge. So making sure you're bracing your abs, keeping your posture nice and straight, your spine nice and straight, and just squeezing the smiles, squeezing those cheeks, and until they're locked good underneath you. So hold the abs and make sure you don't arch that back, and just squeeze up to those glutes. And now I show you a different version, a little bit more advanced, single leg, crisscross or cross over the knee. And now you got some engagement on that single leg, glute and hammy. I like it. Good. Trying the other side and making sure those hips stay straight across, shoulders squeezing into the ground, keeping the blades flat against the ground. Here's a different angle for you. Just showing you the angle of my back as well, how engaged I am in the core. No arching of the lower back, lowering it halfway down and then squeezing those glutes. Squeeze, squeeze, pump those glutes up. It's a great exercise for your overall core strengthening and glutes. And a little bit of hammies. So I had to throw in a little bit of an isometric ab pump here. So I'm going to put my spirit fingers on the wall, pressing into the wall, engaging my abs tight, and just raising my hands up over my head as I try to keep the flexion in my abs. This one will be another burner. And holding against the wall really does help to keep the contraction and focus on my abs. So keep it going. Yeah, we're hitting all 4 walls on this one. So this is a wall press, working the upper body. I love these, but do not bend your back like I showed in the first scene. Do not arch that back. This is for a tricep focus. It also hits the chest and just overall core, again, just by keeping that planking motion. This one will burn those triceps though, so I love this exercise. And all you need is wall. Keeping those abs locked, keeping that nice straight spine. There you go. Lean up against that wall when you need to. Oh yeah, so I love to work the glutes. Did I mention? This one, another isometric contraction, pressing your heel against the wall, squeezing your glutes, again, putting the pressure against the wall. That medial glute will be on fire after this, and you're just holding. Just hold. That's all you really need to do on this one. You'll feel it. Don't worry. Nice, good stretch on the adductor too and the inner thigh for sure. So again, a little bit of a stretcher size here. You get a stretch on that adductor, stretch on the inside of the quad, and then you're working those glutes. That medial glute is on fire. Get the fuzzy. Come on, get the fuzzy. Ah, so close. This exercise will have your glutes looking so good that even the fuzzies will want to stick to it. Fail. So one of my favorite exercises in the gym, the split squat, now can be done at home off of your wall. You're just going to place your foot on the wall just as if it were on a bench and balancing yourself, keeping your hips nice and straight across, dipping down, getting the stretch in the quad and the hammy, and then coming up into contraction. Woo. Yeah, you're going to feel this one. And you can always modify by sliding your foot a little bit lower down the wall or even just against the wall on the floor to start off with it. And you're just bringing that down into your stretch. Again, make sure you have the stretch to keep your foot up at that certain level and keeping your hips straight across. Continue to squeeze and control at the glutes, hamstrings, and quads. Nice. This one takes it up a notch. This is your hammy exercise and your posterior chain exercise, your entire back line exercise. You're going to work your mid-trap area. You're going to work your hammies, okay? This one is a great postural exercise, but also pretty advanced. So just make sure you take your time in this one, keeping your foot flat up against the wall. You're getting down into that single leg RDL. You see I dropped my foot down for a modification. And you're going to keep your hips nice and straight across at all times. As you hinge from your hips down, giving me a W press, squeezing your scapula together, your shoulder blades together, and take your time on this one. I'm going a bit fast because I'm comfortable with this movement, but slow it down and really take your time to learn it, to keep your back straight and strong, and your hammies feeling this one for sure. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine what the flies on the wall are saying about this one? That's a use your walls.